implementing a network policy server. So initially I was a bit reluctant, hesitated whether to cover this kind of topic or not, since it was not related. That's what most of people claims, that it's not related to cybersecurity topics. However, if you look through the procedure, we'll be playing around VPN and we'll be implementing it. So, as long as we'll be dealing with the VPN, it means that it's still related to cybersecurity. It's like chicken and egg problem, and that's not my area of expertise. But since I would say, since it's slightly different comparing to the previous topics, however, I think that I'm gonna cover it, since I've already uploaded I've already prepared the video for our tutorial today. So I was like, we have got nothing to lose. So I know that you might be wondering, what is Network Policy Server, NPS? So what we're gonna do, we will install and configure the remote authentication dial-in user service, which is a Radius, and which is implemented within Windows Server 2016 as the Network Policy Server, the NPS. So basically what the NPS does, it provides a centralized infrastructure for the following things: for authentication of dial-in VPN users, authorization for access to network resources, and for counting the number of minutes dial-in user spends in a remote session. So the first step is going to be installing Network Policy Server. What we're going to do in this stage, we will use the PLUB SA01 server as the NPS server in the practicelab.com. I forgot to mention that. It's gonna be, to be in safe side, practicelabs.com. Okay, so yeah, after that stage comes the step where we'll enable the Radius client. And basically the Radius client refers to network access servers, like I would say virtual private network, the VPN, and the dial-up servers. These two servers use the Radius protocol to communicate with the NPS, the Network Policy Server. Afterwards, we will configure the Network Policy Server logs, and that one, we will configure properties of the NPS account logs on the PLUB. I haven't mentioned it, but the thing is that if you notice that there's some gap next to some steps, because I didn't want to to make it like messy. So I prefer to just leave a gap so that you will understand that all these steps will be included or will be carried out within this computer. So yeah, as I mentioned, and we will interpret these logs in later steps. And now here we are. Now comes the VPN. So after configuring the NPS and creating the Radius client, that one, we will now set up the VPN server on PLUB DC01. The VPN servers normally have a secondary network interface to receive incoming connection from VPS clients. This interface communicates with the internet or other public networks. So the secondary network interface, I don't know how to say that, but let's say it's configured by specifying a static IP address and a preferred DNS server. So basically, to keep it short, within this step, what I'll be doing is that I will configure the secondary network interface on the PLUB DC01 server, which is the VPN server. Then we will be installing the remote access service, and then initialize routing and remote access. I reckon that there's no need to explain this there because they are already cleared. However, in this step, configuring the network policy on the PLAB SA01. So access to, I would say, access to the VPN server in routing and remote access, which can be further verified with the use of network policies. The network policies, how can I say that? They might include properties such as time of day, security group membership, type of VPN interfaces, and there's plenty of conditions out there. If you just search on it, you will find it. Finally, we're almost there. Finally, we are on the second part. So in this part, as you can see, we'll be configuring the VPN server and the client. So in this part, I would say we will configure the VPN ports for dial-in access to VPN users using the NPS window. So yeah, in the first stack we will configure the VPN ports as it shows, and in the second part we will create the VPN client connection. However, it's going to be from different PC, which will be in the Windows 10. And then we'll view the details of the VPN connection after creating a VPN client connection. Please keep in mind that we will do all these steps, we will pass through them within the same laptop or same PC. And finally comes the stage where we will test the VPN connection, and then we're done.